Having nearly completed the first semester of 2020, how is the MVLA Board of Education planning to address learning loss as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic?
We are looking at options of one is, what can we do in the immediate for some of these kids who have drastically fallen behind? Can we catch them up? How do we catch them up? One is to basically bring them back into cohorts, right? So that's one thing we started a few weeks ago, where some of these kids who were just not turning in assignments because they just didn't know how to turn in assignments, or they had mechanical issues or access issues or some other issues, or because of some other thing going on that they were not able to do it, or they just not able to, or they were not able to just, learn the material. And so getting them back into the classroom in front of a teacher, is imperative. And that's why we started these cohorts a few weeks ago, and they've been fantastic. The other learning loss that's going on also, basically, that we're seeing is also, that's going to be prolonged, that we're not going to be able to serve all the students in cohorts, that we need to look at, maybe even summer school as an option, opening that up to having more options for students to take over the summer, not just classes that we teach, in terms of opening up more classes for it, but also providing other options for them to go to other institutions as well, whether be it other online programs, or Foothill College as an option, or maybe some other programs that we would have to look at.
And as a result of learning loss in schools, what does the current achievement gap look like in comparison to last year?
What we will be seeing is data at this next board meeting, specifically on the numbers of D's and F's that students have received compared to the previous year. So we'll compare fall 2020 with fall 2019. And I think that's one thing that I want to make also very clear, that the critical learners, yes, they are the most harmed, and that's what we have to address. But what I'm observing is that we're seeing learning loss from even the top students, right? The most academic students. Basically, we're even seeing that. It may be slight, maybe in some cases, it may be not as much, it may be a slight learning loss, but nonetheless, it is a learning loss that we're seeing. And we need to address that as well. And that is where, this is the issue what we're having with distance learning.